Hi guys, Nothing to Prove here. Today's a beautiful day because any day one can be out on two wheels is a beautiful day. Yeah, we're taking the Supersport 950 out. Reason why I'm taking this out, it got updated last year, but I just love the looks of this bike. This is my favorite, and my humble opinion, best looking Ducati. Along with the Panigale V4, they're fighting for first place. But I don't like that riding position. I like this riding position a little bit better. This is this new middleweight sport riding position, like the new R7, the Aprilia RS660, and a few others we're going to talk about in a minute. What updates did this get last year? Of course, Euro 5. Lost a few ponies, 5 to be exact, and a little bit of torque too. All new aerodynamics, just like the Panigale vents. All new aerodynamics up here, and 2-position adjustable windscreen. Also, the seat got 25 more millimeters of cushion for the pushing. Yeah, you see that there. Now, competition. Let's take a look. How is this bike faring? And what would you put or have this bike compete against? You can say here, see here, I have the Aprilia, the Yamaha, the Triumph. I just didn't know, I just wanted to find some other bikes, so I stuck the Triumph in there. The Honda CBR 650R, and of course this. Now, yeah, I could, because of the motor size, you look at the size of this motor, 937. Well, if you look at the S1000R, the MT10, and the ZH2, they're all right there, 999, 998 cc's, so they're not much bigger than this. But yeah, those are your super nakeds, so let's not talk about the super nakeds. Let's compare in this group. This bike is king on power, king on torque, king on engine size, and king on weight, and yes, you guessed it, of course, it's a Ducati. It's king on price also. So it's king in everything. So as usual, Ducati comes in and says, we're going to be the best and heaviest and biggest and baddest and everything. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. In this case, 210 kilos. That's not so good. It's kind of heavy, especially when you compare it to the Aprilia, yeah, or the Yamaha. So, but hey, they're way down on power, so they need to be lighter than this. And maybe that's what Ducati was looking at with this old monster chassis that you can kind of see a little bit in here, kind of. But yeah, how does this power, now it's 5 ponies less than the year before in 2020, how does that feel on the street? Let's test out this quick shifter, of course. I have to test the quick shifter. Why? Because I can. There's no other reason. Although I gotta let that truck pull away. Alright, let's do a roll on, shall we? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the quick shifter. I'm already in 6th gear. Wow. That was fast. I do not see any cars. So let's go around this big bad truck, shall we? Oh, this quick shifter is crisp, very crisp. This is the perfect word. You know how you snap a potato chip and it goes click. There's no doubt you're shifting, but it's not clunky, but it's crisp. Is the perfect word for this quick shifter, and I'm loving, like, drop it back down, speed limit's 70, so there, boom boom, and we have a harvester here. Ah, looks like he's gonna go and harvest some stuff up, huh? Speed limit's 50 here anyway, so in a second it'll go to 70, but the roll-on, everything is pretty good. Well, this is the Testosterone motor, the narrow head motor with the Desmo valves. But yeah, the 937 that they're sticking in 5 or 6 machines now, Ducati is. Okay, here's where the speed limit goes to 70. Let's drop her. Nobody's behind me, and let's drop her again. There, I'm already at 70. So yeah, okay, now the speed limit's 50. This bike is boring at 50. But overall, this powertrain with this engine and transmission together is doing a wonderful job. I'm liking this application of this motor in this bike. I think the Desert X, I loved it, and now this, I'm loving it. So far, this is what Ducati should have stuck in their new Monster last year, in my humble opinion, with the trellis frame. Oh, and I think, wait a minute, they did do that, though. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Coming up here to these beautiful Öhlins. Yeah, look at that. This is the S, so you get the Öhlins here. And if you got the base model, then you would have the Marzocchis here. Marzocchis are only 43 millimeter here, and these are 48 millimeter. Huge diameter, 130 mils of travel, 320 mil discs. And yeah, 4.32s there. No, they're not the M50 series, but I love the 4.32s. They're great with, yeah, you're looking at it right there, the master cylinder. Loving that. Radio mount. Oh, also clutch too. Radio mount there. On the rear, again, Öhlin, fully adjustable. And if you get the base model, it's a Zox, fully adjustable. And then you have a 245 mil disc there, and yeah, 2-piston Brembo there. And loving both of those. Now, how does this chassis feel on the street? Oh, the chassis is nice on this thing. The rear brake, it's a little vague at first, but then the feel comes in. The the feedback is good. The feel, I would like some more feel. Now the front, these 4.32 Brembos are awesome. Loving that front brake. With this quick shifter, this is awesome. These Öhlins, yeah, I've never criticized a bike yet with Öhlins. So all the way around, yeah, these manually adjustable, although for 17K, which is what this bike starts at with the S, I would almost want electronic for a little 937cc bike, paying 17K. Give me the electronic Öhlins on here, and then I would be happy. I would be loving this, because I think 17 is a little stiff for this, although you are getting premium Brembo brakes, Bosch 9.1 cornering, the motorcycle, lean ABS. I'm trying to think of all the things, and you know, the 6-axis IMU. Yeah, this has all the bling that other premium bikes do, but you're paying for it though. So almost wish this came with the new Rosso 4 tires, because these are Rosso 3s on here. But overall, as far as performance, this chassis is getting 2 thumbs way up from me. Boom. Ergonomics, look at this bike. I do love this old Monster trellis frame coming through there. And yeah, look at these soft cases you can see there. If we unzip them, yeah, you ain't getting a helmet in there, that is for sure. But nice netting here. That's the hard covers, or the rainproof bag in there. It comes with each side. Nicely done racks. See how they just go right across there and over and mount down. So that is nicely done, Ducati. I am liking that. That is pretty sharp. Now coming up here to the seat, 810 mils off the ground. And if you look at this package, yeah, you're going to need an Italian supermodel to sit back here. But hey, it still looks good. Nice shape of this seat. 16-liter tank. Yeah, you're going to pass a lot of bikes in this category, except you're not going to pass a gas station with only 16 liters. Filled up, this is 210 kilos. How do those kilos feel in a little village? In sport mode here, oh, and you guys can see, look, I have night display, and this is what I like anyway. I don't like the white background, I like the black background. So I immediately switched that over. But the problem is, in the sun here, it's hard to see that I'm in sport mode there. It has the word sport in red. So the white text is easy to see, but any colors are difficult to see when the sun is at your back. I would still keep it this way. Maybe I can turn the brightness up a little bit. But in town, this is the mapping in sport mode is okay. It's acceptable. I think I would leave it in this sport mode, no problem. Yeah, you know, with 210 kilos, you don't have to talk about flickability with this bike. I wouldn't say this bike is sport bike flickable. It's getting close to that. It's a naked bike flickability. That's what I would compare this to. Not super naked. Super nakeds are a little more flickable than this. Especially your 210 and BMW S1000R, for example. Yeah, and you guys say, well, that's not comparing apples to apples. Yeah, it is. The S1000R is 999 cc, so this is 937. So, but the heat is really coming off. Ooh, right here on my right thigh, and a little less so, but still on the left thigh. It's a warm day. It's 28 degrees C here. So what is that? 84 degrees, 83 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm feeling that heat, guys. That is an issue. But in town, for what it is, 2 thumbs up, boom, boom, yeah. Controls and display. Yeah, your standard Ducati controls here. It's a little different than the multi-stratas and over here. And you can see here I have this in night mode. I like the black background with the white text instead of the opposite. It's just my preference. And yeah, I'm 62 kilometers to empty. It is kind of small, but I can read the important numbers while riding. I don't say that too often with a TFT this small, but the other ones, I got to squint to read or get out my reading glasses. But yeah, this is standard 4.3 inch that you get on a lot of Ducatis. You don't really get up to a 5 inch unless you go to the multi-strata, the V2. Then you go up to the bigger one in the V4. So Ducati's really skimping out. You're paying $17 for this, and you get a 4.3 inch TFT and manually adjustable Öhlins. They are Öhlins, but they're manually adjustable, not electronic. So for 17K Ducati, I would like a little bit bigger TFT and electronic suspension for that kind of cash, especially since all your competition on this chart, they're around 10 grand. So you're a good, 60-70% ahead of the pricing of your competition in this group. Granted, you're not trying to compete with them. You're Ducati, so you do whatever you want to do. Overall, this bike, my impression, verdict, guys, yeah, I would buy this bike. I like this application of the 937 in this bike and the Desert X the best. The rest of the bikes, it's okay. It works. But in this application and the Desert X, it really works well, this 937 motor. So with these bags, hey, I'm ready to go to the Alps. Or stick another top seat on here, top case. We can go do a week 2-week trip with this bad boy, no problem. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review. As always, guys, ride safe. That's number one and most important on the list. And number two, guys, ride like there's nothing to prove. Take care.